Tonight, a lawsuit filed against a medical company owned by a Venice state representative, how he's reacting to those accusations. Plus, new developments in the case against a Sarasota man accused of fatally shooting a police officer. And a look at new security measures in Sarasota and Manatee County schools. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us tonight. Scott Dennis has the night off. Tonight, a congressional candidate talking to ABC 7 about a lawsuit involving the death of a patient at his medical center on the Suncoast. State Representative Dr. Julio Gonzalez owns the Orthopedic Center of Venice, which is on Nokomis Avenue. That center now being sued for malpractice and the death of a 75-year-old patient. ABC 7's Rebecca Fernandez spoke to Dr. Gonzalez about what's behind that suit.
The lawsuit was filed about a year ago by the family of a 75-year-old man who they say died while in their care 3 years ago. But the lawsuit does not have Dr. Gonzalez's name on it. His partner at the Orthopedic Center of Venice, Dr. Tracy Ng, is being accused of poor medical care that contributed to John Green's death in 2015.
Well, my office is a party to the case only as it relates to vicarious liability, only because Dr. Ng was under my employ at the time that the events occurred. There is no liability being sought after me personally, nor after my practice, independent of any actions that they are inappropriately alleging for Dr. Ng.
Dr. Gonzalez was questioned about the matter, and his attorneys had filed a motion to keep that video deposition private. However, in court documents filed yesterday, the defendant's attorney responded by accusing Dr. Gonzalez of trying to keep this from the public because of his own political agenda. But he says it's the opposite.
This is precisely one of the reasons why I ran for office, not only to combat this, but because I knew that people are scared of running for office because of this very problem. They're scared of running for office because they're going to get smeared, whether it's fairly or unfairly.
Dr. Gonzalez says he believes this lawsuit and the deposition has now come to the public eye because of his opponent for the primary race, State Senator Greg Steube.
Now, having seen this come out and having been the victim of this vicious attack, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the, I think it's 3-4 hour deposition on film on my website. I have asked my attorney to purchase it. We have to pay a significant amount of money to purchase it, and I'm going to put it on my website or on YouTube, but I will make it freely accessible to the public.
We reached out to the attorney of the defendant, and they said although Dr. Gonzalez's name is not on the lawsuit, it being his practice, he was negligent, and they plan on proving it at trial. Live in Venice, Rebecca Fernandez, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Rebecca, thank you. Right now, Sarasota police officers investigating an apparent drowning at the 10th Street boat ramp in Sarasota. Officers were called just before 2:15 this afternoon. When they arrived, they found the female victim dead. The boat ramp will be closed during the investigation. Boaters are now asked to use Ken Thompson Park. The medical examiner's office will rule the exact cause of death. Now, this is the third drowning that has happened at the 10th Street boat ramp in the last 2 months. A Sarasota man who allegedly shot and killed a Fort Myers police officer is indicted on first-degree charges. Court documents say 29-year-old Wisner Desmerit was running from Officer Adam Jobbers Miller after stealing a cell phone last month. Investigators say Desmerit appeared to surrender and then pulled the officer's gun from his belt and shot him in the head. A grand jury indicted Desmerit today, along with charges including grand theft and aggravated assault on an officer. He's now being held without bond until a first appearance on Saturday. Florida lawmakers will not be holding a special session on the state's Stand Your Ground self-defense law. 49 House members voted against that proposal. The request to revisit the self-defense law came in response to the shooting death last month of Marquise McLaughlin in the parking lot of a Clearwater convenience store. Tensions over the shooting escalated after Pinellas County Sheriff Bob Gualtieri decided not to arrest shooter Michael Draka. Gualtieri says the case remains under investigation and has not been closed. Today, Governor Rick Scott and Senate President Joe Negron touring areas affected by algae blooms. The two visited the St. Lucie River and other areas impacted by blue-green algae caused by Lake Okeechobee water releases. The governor is providing $700,000 in funding to help Martin County to help clean up algal blooms. This funding is all part of a $3 million grant directed by Scott through the emergency order that he issued last month. Well, let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at our first alert forecast. And Bob, I know today's the big day. How's the red tide look for us?
It just came in, actually, within the last half hour from the FWC. It doesn't tell you a lot, but it tells you a little bit about the concentrations and also the samples taken. And somewhat better news, but still high concentrations being reported all across west central Florida from Lee County, actually in Collier County, through Lee County, all the way up into Manatee. Now, one thing to note, we're starting to see a little bit more yellows here, some white right there in the southern portion of Sarasota County. Also now, the sampling, as far as the number goes, not as many. It was at 40. Again, last week and earlier this week. So things are looking a little better. Still bad out there. We have this west wind, and I've noticed some photos coming in on social media. With a west wind, it blows all the dead fish that have been around along the west-facing coastlines of Sarasota Bay. So it's really kind of piling up in some of the canals and docks there, and a lot of folks still complaining about the smell. Obviously, that's going to be a problem. But now we have in Manatee County, that had been 7. Now it's 8 samples showing very low to high concentrations in Manatee County. And you can see a couple of yellows spreading up into Pinellas County right there. And 29 samples now. It had been at 40, now it's 29. Very low to high concentrations in Sarasota County northward. And they are spotty. I'm going to have 3 maps that will show you a little bit more of where those samples were taken coming up at the 6 o'clock show. But again, high concentrations are over 1 million cells per liter, so that's quite a bit. Now, as far as we're concerned, that west wind will continue, and that means we're going to see a chance for a few morning showers with the afternoon and evening, at least near the coast and west of I-75, in pretty good shape. Most of the rain has since moved on, and we had a few showers around earlier today in some isolated areas, but that's about it. Our rain chances will be at 40% for a few morning showers and then mainly inland storms throughout the day on Saturday. You can see all that rough weather on the East Coast. That's where the strongest cells are. We had 1 or 2 lone storms here earlier that has since dissipated and moved off to the southeast. There's a few showers still out there in the Gulf of Mexico. We'll keep an eye on those for you. We could see those generate into some storms overnight. We'll have more in our forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you. Well, school starts on Monday, and the biggest issue this year is security. A new police department is not the only thing the Sarasota County School District is adding for school safety. Other measures include perimeter and interior fencing, single points of entry, bulletproof glass, improved intercom systems, and panic buttons. Now, some schools will have these new features on the first day of school, while others are still undergoing construction. The district carefully selected which new features each school is getting and when it will be completed.
At each of the schools, we assess them based off a set of criteria that we use to determine the overall safety and security level of that school, and then we would go to that school and do the projects there that we determined were necessary.
The district says construction to help harden schools should be done by winter break. And today on Good Morning Suncoast, we spoke with Sarasota County Schools Superintendent Dr. Todd Bowden about the new police force and how they're preparing for the new school year.
One of the things we've tried to do this week is introduce the school community to the officer. And so it's this abstract concept of you're starting a police department, there's going to be a law enforcement officer at my child's school. That's different than saying Officer Jones has been assigned to your child's school. Officer Jones has 24 years of experience with the Chicago PD, with New York PD. And so letting them know the officer that's going to be on their campus every day is very important to us.
Well, starting on Monday, the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office launching its Back to School campaign. On social media, the department will introduce school resource officers and the deputies assigned to schools in the county. Now, this gives parents and students an opportunity to virtually meet each deputy, read their biography, and get their contact information. That campaign will also feature a virtual ride-along during the first day of school on Monday for the agency's popular initiative known as Tweet from the Beat. And coming up at 5:30, we'll tell you how Manatee County teachers are preparing for the new school year, and Manatee County Superintendent will tell us their plan of action to keep students safe at school. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, authorities continue to battle California's raging wildfires. We'll take a look at the damage flames are leaving behind. And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your forecast for the weekend ahead, plus the shocking hazards of using your cell phone too much. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Florida's coral reefs are declining. Bad news for our oceans and marine life. Fortunately, you can help, and you don't have to dive, you just have to drive. When you purchase Moat's Protect Our Reefs license plate, $25 goes directly to Moat Marine Laboratory, whose research, restoration, and conservation programs are helping this precious natural resource thrive once again. So get your Moat Protect Our Reefs license plate today. You just might hold the key to saving Florida's reefs.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Don't hide it. We know that sometimes emotions just get the better of you, especially at the Honda Summer Spectacular event. And we know getting a deal on the Honda Civic, a 2018 KBB.com Best Buy, can be quite liberating, especially when this stylish Honda Civic comes with Sport Mode.
Yes! Yes!
Express what you're feeling at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
I'm happy you're happy.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Civic today.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Flames are closing in on homes in Southern California. Nearly 20,000 people have been told to leave as the holy fire continues to wreak havoc there. ABC's Danya Backus has the latest on the efforts to contain these destructive wildfires.
In Southern California, a state of emergency.
Hey! Backyard's on fire!
Fire crews fighting to keep the raging holy fire from reaching homes. The now more than 18,000-acre wildfire engulfing hillsides, walls of flames coming within feet of houses. ABC's Will Carr was with firefighters.
These flames have raced up this hillside. Check out just how close they are to this home. They are massive. We've got a number of planes in the area.
Air tankers are making continuous drops of flame retardant. Tens of thousands now being told to evacuate. Some spraying down their homes as a last effort to save what they can.
It is a nightmare. It's so horrible. I just want this to be over.
The official cause of the holy fire remains unknown, but this week authorities arrested 51-year-old Forrest Clark on suspicion of arson.
It's an aggravated arson.
It's a lie.
Clark in court Friday. After several outbursts, his arraignment postponed, bail set at $1 million. Fires are also still burning in Northern California. The Mendocino complex fire and Carr fire growing to over 400,000 acres combined, with the Carr fire claiming its 8th victim Thursday, a firefighter killed in a car crash on his way to the fire. Fire crews are not expected to contain the Mendocino complex fires until September. And the National Weather Service now saying smoke from the western fires is making its way to the East Coast. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, here on the Sun Coast, the city of Sarasota warning people not to swim near the Ringling Causeway. A no swim advisory has been issued until further notice for Bird Key Park and the surrounding waters. The city says a high amount of bacteria was found in the water yesterday. The beach remains open. However, wading, swimming, and water activities are not recommended as long as that advisory is in place. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joining us now. And Bob, I know we were talking briefly about the red tide report that came out, but we also have some winds that could affect that as well, correct?
Yeah, it's blowing the fish toward the west-facing bay, the coastline there, and a lot of folks have sent photos in of showing a lot of the dead fish just kind of in the canals and some of the docks there up and down west central Florida. We did show you that. We're going to show you the little bit more detailed maps coming up in 6 o'clock, but Casey Key webcam showing the water looking a little better out there from this vantage point. Casey Key webcam indicating that the red tide is lessening but still high across parts of west central Florida. It is still a problem. There are dead fish still washing up on area beaches. As far as the weather headlines, they read like this: a few coastal showers are possible. A little bit better chance to see some of that action tomorrow morning near west central Florida. They'll be scattered and they'll be not all that intense in terms of a lot of lightning strikes. There'll be a few, but not nearly as much as we normally see with our afternoon pattern. Stronger cells will be moving inland throughout the afternoon and evening toward the east coast, and tropical system trying to develop out in the Atlantic where the water temperatures are unseasonably cool out there. It's having a hard go of it, and the chances are not all that high. High pressure has been bumped down to our south and in position to hold firm across this area for the next several days, providing us with that westerly flow, pushing all the storms off toward the east coast late today. You can see a tremendous amount of lightning there from Fort Pierce southward into Miami, but not much going on here. So if you have a plan this evening outdoors, maybe a beach walk or outdoors for any event, it looks to be okay for us. No real threat of any significant rainfall here right now. Later on tonight after midnight, there could be some showers rolling on shore. Here are the rainfall estimates showing most of the action well east of I-75 as far as significant rainfall goes. We did have a few brief showers near the coast, near Siesta Key, as well as near downtown Sarasota just about 2 hours ago. Our forecast tonight calling for warm weather to stick around. 82 degrees at 11. It'll feel a little bit warmer because of the higher humidity. In the upper levels of the atmosphere, the water vapor content is showing still a little bit of dry air around, entrained in this upper level low that's spinning off into the Gulf of Mexico. That continues to push away. That will actually draw in a little bit more moisture once it gets further away from us, and that's the reason why our rain chances are going to go up a little bit on Saturday for those coastal showers in the morning. We'll take you through the time there. So after midnight, showers start to develop and push off to the southeast. There's a chance we'll see a few morning showers around. Here we are at 10:30, indicating still even a few coastal showers around. But by 2 o'clock, most of it east of I-75 and moving off toward the east coast late in the day. Similar conditions expected for Sunday as well, with a few showers around in the morning. And then these have a tendency to move off to the northeast as that upper level low gets out of here and we have more of a southwesterly wind component. Well, in the tropics, we're watching two areas. This one right here, not much of a chance developing. It's well up in the North Atlantic. And this is another area down into the Atlantic. You can see the chances are very small. Here's where this tropical disturbance will move over the next 5 days. Once it gets into the Caribbean, if it's still around, it has a little bit better chance. So we'll watch it. We are approaching, the peak of the hurricane season, late August and into early September. Temperature right now 86 in Sarasota, 81 in Orlando. Temperature's not all that bad right now because of the cloud cover that's been around earlier today. Water temperature now at 88 degrees. For boaters, it checks in like this. Winds will be out of the west at 5 to 10 knots. Seas running less than 2 feet for the most part. Here's the extended forecast and slight chance for showers on Saturday. 40% chance on Sunday and 40 as well on Monday. Drier air slips in on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll get back to those afternoon and evening storms come Thursday and Friday of next week, and even that chance is not all that great. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you. Now to First Alert traffic. We're seeing some backups in Palmetto this evening, heading north on US 41. This is between the US 301 intersection and 17th Street East. In health news tonight, are the constant notifications on your smartphone keeping you from paying attention at dinner time? Well, a new study shows you're not alone. ABC's Stephanie Ramos tells us how you're being affected by too much cell phone use.
Technology is a wonderful thing. Our smartphones let us connect with anyone, anywhere. But a new study suggests they are preventing us from connecting with the people sitting right next to us and leaving us exhausted. Researchers followed more than 300 people and asked them to place their cell phones either in a box or on the table within reach during a meal with friends and family. After dining, everyone filled out a survey asking about distraction, enjoyment, and social connectedness. Results showed that those with the smartphone within reach had trouble being present, felt more distracted, drained, and had less fun than those who kept their phones in the box. The study adds to numerous others showing that smartphones can get in the way of human face-to-face interaction. So next time we're trying to connect with our loved ones, it really may be best to disconnect with everyone else. With this Medical Minute, I'm Stephanie Ramos, ABC News.
A study of over 1 million people in the U.S. has found that those who exercise report having fewer days of poor mental health per month. The study found that team sports, cycling, aerobics, and going to the gym are all associated with the biggest decrease. But more is not always better. The study found that the biggest benefits were from those exercising for 45 minutes 3 to 5 times a week. Coming up, a teen that was pushed off a bridge speaks out from her hospital bed, and how an unruly passenger got this bus driver fired. Those stories coming up next.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
The Players Center invites you to explore the family dynamic in the classic story of On Golden Pond. The Tony Award-winning play opening August 9th is funny, thoughtful, and brutally honest. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit us online at theplayers.org. On Golden Pond is calling you.
Our nurse, Jennifer, all we did is pick up the phone if I was having a bad day, and the next thing we know, she was here at the door. I can't believe that I would have received any greater care anywhere. From that moment on, everything changed dramatically. And I don't know what we would have done without that.
According to Golf Digest, 2 of the nation's top golf resorts are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Albert Opelika Marriott at Grand National, and the Renaissance Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa in Birmingham. Plus, the Marriott at Grand National was recognized as Hotel of the Year by Marriott International. Experience luxury and world-class golf Southern style. Visit RTJ Golf/resorts or call 800-949-4444 to book your trip to the trail.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
A 16-year-old girl pushed off a 60-foot bridge. The impact so loud you can hear it in the recording. This video posted to Facebook shows the moment Jordan Holgerson is pushed off of a bridge in Washington state by a friend, causing her to break 4 ribs and punctured lungs. She says she was initially planning to jump into the water below, but then hesitated.
That was like taking too long because I was getting scared. Like it was a really tall bridge, and then she pushed me.
One of her doctors says as painful as those injuries are, Holgerson is fortunate. The teen's mother now saying the friend who pushed her is an adult and should have known better. Many now wondering if there will be charges brought against that young woman. A Palm Beach bus driver fired after a violent incident between him and a passenger. In the bus surveillance video, the passenger, who appeared to be drunk and unruly, taunted the bus driver and called him the N-word multiple times. The driver drove past the man's bus stop and then warned him numerous times to cut it out, but the bus driver lost his cool after the passenger appeared to have spit on him. The driver seen getting out of his seat and beating the man with his fist by the door. Passenger lost consciousness for several minutes. Officials said they conducted an investigation and fired that bus driver. Several people are injured tonight after a daycare bus crashed in New Hampshire, with 13 people on board. 2 adults and 1 child have serious injuries, while police say 10 others were either not injured or have minor injuries. Police believe everyone was wearing a seatbelt at the time, which prevented more serious problems. Disney's Animal Kingdom in Orlando has a new addition, a baby mandrill. The baby monkey was born on Wednesday. Now its gender and weight are unknown, as Disney is giving it time to bond with its mom, Scarlett. Disney says the birth is a result of a species survival plan, which aims to ensure the responsible breeding of threatened and endangered animals. Park visitors may be able to catch a glimpse of Scarlett, the baby, and its father, Winston, on Kilimanjaro safaris. Still to come on your Suncoast News, how Manatee County school nurses are preparing for emergency situations. Plus, case closed, an update on DUI charges against the founder of 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call
800-604-0398.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398, or visit SoClean.com today.